Hey everyone. Okay, so I want to share with y'all how to help your eye appear more open, okay, or bigger. I have what's called a hooded eye, where basically when you're looking at me, you don't really see my eyelid. I've learned with being in this business for so long that there's a lot of women that have hooded eyes. Okay, so I know this is going to be a very good tutorial for you to help you. Okay, so I have my lipstick on, of course. I have my face makeup on, but I have nothing on my eyes. Okay, I didn't put any foundation or anything on my eyes. So I'm just going to start from the beginning, and we're just going to do one eye. And I'm going to kind of show you the difference of how I can make this eye appear lifted. I'm going to do this eye because, of course, your eyes are also different. This eye's a little bit more open or a little bit bigger than this eye. This one's more small. So I'm going to try to make this one, show you how I can make this one appear larger. Okay? All right, so let's go ahead and get started. The very first thing that I like to do is conceal my eyes. So I take a color that's pretty much the same color as my eye. So I'm going to be going with a beige. I think I grabbed the wrong one. Let me see. Yeah, so I'm just going to kind of put, oh, I was also do one eye. Okay, Crystal, one eye. I'm used to doing both. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and take a concealer that's the same color pretty much of my skin tone. And for mine, it's a beige. So I'm just going to put the, so for me, this is a light beige. I'm going to go ahead and just conceal both eyes. I'm not going to put makeup on this side. I'll go ahead and just get this eye started, so afterwards I'll do the other eye. So you see it's not light, but it does already open up the eye, okay? It already just kind of opens up the eye. Now I just put a little bit on my hand, and that's just kind of how I do that, okay? All right, so step one, conceal the eye, okay? Now this, I'm going to give you some tips like along the way as well. Just kind of the kind of tips kind of help your makeup stay on. So I'm going to take our translucent powder and just in the lid, I have a little bit of powder in my lid, in the lid of the powder. I'm just going to take that and I'm just going to kind of brush it on top. And this just kind of mats out the eye and it just kind of helps keep the eyeshadow on a little bit longer. Real quick, just easy step. I'll just kind of mat the eye out, okay? All right, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put a light color and I'm going to put it on my lid, okay, on my lid. So I'm going to use the color Biscotti and put it on my lid, okay. So, you know, since you can't see my lid, that is why I'm doing a color that I want to open up my eye. Okay, so that's why I'm choosing a color that's light. Okay, if you put a color that's dark on your lid, it's going to make your lid look smaller. Okay, so I'm trying to get that. I'm trying to make my eyes appear larger. Okay, so I'm going to put the light color on my lid. Okay, all right. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take. It's called Hazelnut, and I'm going to show you the placement, which is like super cool. Okay, so I really, this is the biggest tip that you're going to get from this. Okay, from me from this video. Okay, I'm trying to make sure my brushes are clean. All right, so I'm going to get the hazelnut. And I'm going to actually go above my crease line. Okay, so what I do is, just to kind of, I don't do this all the time, but to kind of teach you application. So I'm basically going to put this here, okay, and then I'm going to go above. So that's going to create the eye to look more open, because you've got to make sure that you get above the brow, okay. I think that's a problem that a lot of y'all might have, is you don't bring that color up enough, okay? So and you can just see already how that eye appears larger is just by bringing that above the brow bone, okay? So I just use my eyelash curler as like a tool for you to kind of see. See, look how that appears already just because I did it above. Okay, all right. And now what I'm going to do, I'm going to get a little bit of a darker color. Okay, and this is called Espresso. This is all kind of like in the brown family. I'm taking an angled brush, and I'm basically going to come here. Okay. And I'm going to bring that up, okay? So I'm going to take my blending brush, and if you watch my technique, I am doing out and up. That's the technique, is out and up. And it's only in that out, like on the outer part of the eye. See how that's lifted? It's just on the outer edges. Okay, and I'm keeping the inner brighter. Okay, so just with those two colors, I made the eye look brighter. Okay, then I'll come back and do a couple things. Okay, so this is a color called Crystalline. Okay, and I will put that up in the brow bone. See how that lifts the eye? Okay, I put that in the brow bone. Then I'm going to come, I'm going to put it right here. I'm going to pat it on top of that other color that I did. Okay, and then you come and you put it in the crease right here, like in the tear duct. Okay, so up here and here. Okay, another thing that I will do is I will take my highlighter, okay, and I will put it here, and it makes the eye appear more open, and I'll put it above my brow. So I'm lifting it all up. Okay, see how I'm just lifting it all up. Okay, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that same color that I put in this crease, and I'm going to bring that color down underneath the eye. Okay. All right. Then I'm going to take this brush and I'm going to actually use a brown shadow, the same shadow, and I'm going to actually do the liner, okay, with the shadow. All right. And so what I'm going to do is what's called stippling, and I'm getting as close to the lash line as possible. So it's going to be the thinnest possible line that I can get. Okay. So I do the outer part first, and then I'm going to come in and I'm going to do the inner. Okay, so I'm doing the inner of the eye as well, okay? And then I'll just kind of take it and line the eye that way. But I'm pulling it up, okay? So that's the illusion that I want you to try to see, is that I'm pulling this up. See how it's going like this, okay? So it's pulling that eye up. You can just kind of see, just like that. I mean, how much brighter and how much open my eye is just with shadow. Okay, isn't that great? Isn't that cool? And then the other thing is when your lashes are curled really, really well, then it really opens up the eye as well. Okay, so let me just show you with curling the lashes. I'm gonna give you a little trick, okay? And you can actually heat up your curler, okay? So I'm gonna just heat the curler up. Oh wait, I'm not showing you. Sorry. Heat the curler up. Feel it, make sure it's not too hot. Okay, and watch this. Okay, and I'll just do 1, 2, 3. Can y'all see that? Look at the two eyes. Like, look at the difference, okay? I mean, it's like, what? And you always, I mean, like, blending is your best friend, okay? You always can just want to blend it in, okay? And then, of course, you'll get your mascara. I'm going to choose to use my Lash Love today, okay? And you'll kind of always do at the baseline, not baseline, at your lash line. But the actual curling of the lashes makes a huge difference. And then I always just kind of take and just do the bottom. Some people don't do the bottom lashes, and I don't go to, so I'm trying to make my eye look bigger, right? So I'm not bringing, look and see where my brush is. I'm not bringing the brush to my lash line. I'm taking I'm only coating the, like the bottom of the lash, because I'm trying to make them more open. If I do it too tight, too far up, they're going to appear closed, okay? If you have larger eyes, then you can do that, okay? But I want them to appear more open, okay? And so at top, I'm going all the way to the lash line and going up, because I'm wanting to be more open. On the bottom, I'm doing on the edges, on the very tips, to make that appear open. Okay, so there you have it. I don't know what you think, but I think that the eye looks so much more lifted, so much more open, just with those couple of tips. So I hope you learned something today. So try this out. It's just really, really great. And it really does help with the highlighter in certain areas, concealing the eye. The highlighter here, it all just lifts the eye. That's the purpose. And the brows are very important, to make sure your brows are done and arched, because that again will make it appear a lot more highlighted. So, and that highlighter that I used was glazed, and you can even kind of take the highlighter if you wanted to, and you can put it on my finger, and you can even tap in the middle part of your eye if you even wanted to have a more open effect. So, hope you learned something today. Bye, everyone.